Tonight I'm all alone, no place to call my own. Don't have no one to love me anymore. I'm gonna pack up my grip and take a long lost trip. Yeah, I'm still on that long lost trip. Howdy folks, we're doing rolling backup ideas and showing you some different patterns, kind of licks, but maybe pseudo licks if you will, but it will stay in the realm of backup as you're playing and keeps the roll going. You're laying the foundation there for other people to do other things, whether that's singing or playing other instruments. So this is really video 3 that I've done. The first one was and we're in the key of G, but it's when you go to a 1 measure of C or you go to the 1 measure of D. A lot of times it's not just a straight roll, it's a little something extra, some hammer-ons, some pull-offs, whatever you can do to spice it up a little bit, but still sound nice and tasteful. So the first video was a C lick, C pattern. And then the second video, we moved it up essentially 2 frets, changed our fingers and our hand position, but really doing the same thing. Okay, and now we're going to do one which sounds very similar, but to me it's different. Hopefully you can hear the differences in it. Instead of the emphasis being the going down and back, this one starts down. Okay, and the emphasis to me is the going up, and then it kind of walks back down. But you have to think about it a second. It's like, isn't that the same thing you just played? So here's the first the D lick that I played in the previous video. It was okay, and it had a pull off on the 3rd string. Okay, and this one's got a hammer on the 4th string. So here's the new one. Okay, and it matches the, there's something you do up the neck, and I may venture into a few videos and up the neck, rolling back up or vamping kind of patterns, more up the neck stuff, but it kind of matches this one. Okay, and then back to G. Okay, something like that. So it mimics something that you do or you hear a lot up the neck. All right, so here it goes. We're going to the D chord, so we're going to the 4th string open, and then I go to the 1st string. I'm holding the D position just with the 2nd and 3rd strings. So 2nd string at the 3rd fret with my middle, 3rd string at the 2nd fret with my index. Then I go to the open 1st, and I'm doing a hammer-on the 4th string. That's what we're doing. That's kind of the flourish part to it, the emphasis. If you're going out of straight normal time, this is where you would. That's where we would rush it a little bit, okay, and then you kind of calm down on the second half of it. But that's the flourish part that you want. So 4th string, 1st string, and then you do a hammer on the 4th string 0 to 4, which is a little bit unusual. And as soon as you do that, you're doing that with the thumb, and then you do the thumb on the 3rd string. And then I do the 2nd string with my index. Okay, I guess you could keep going with the thumb if you wanted. Okay, either one would work. I do the 2nd string. I stick to the index with that one. So it's 4th string open, 1st string open, and then you start the hammer on 0 to 4, 3rd string, 2nd string. Okay, so far here's what we've got. Okay, and then it's walking back down similar to what we did in the last lick. And then you do 4th fret at the 3rd string, and then pull your ring finger off here at the 2nd fret. 4th string at the 4th fret, and then that's the end of the lick. The next beat is the start of the next measure, so you're going back to G most of the time, which would be 3rd string open, or you could slide into it from where you were before, very similar to the last lick. So, or you could do double, double on the 1st and 3rd string open. All right, so Here it is real slow in context with the same song I did earlier. Tonight I'm all alone, no place to call my own. Don't have no one to love me anymore. Gonna pack up my grip. Okay, so it works for any of those songs. It's got one measure of D. I ain't gonna work on the railroad. Ain't gonna work on the farm. Try that again. Ain't gonna work on the farm. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Roll around sweet baby's arms. Ooh, can't sing that fast and play. Too much going on for that one. But hopefully you can see what's going on and the subtle differences between the two. You always want to have as many things in your bag of tricks as you can, and then so it won't be boring. And then what you end up playing the most, you can't. It's kind of like friends and acquaintances. You've got so many acquaintances, but you can only have so many core friends. That's kind of how it works with banjo licks for me. You've got some that you use all the time, and that kind of turns into your style. Even if your style is very similar to somebody else's, like I end up trying to sound a whole lot like J.D. Crowe, but obviously my bag of tricks isn't as large as his, but that's what I like playing. So that's what it ended up sounding like. But then I've got a couple other things I can do. Got one or two melodic things. Got one or two things I've learned from other places. So you want to know as many things as you can, and then sometimes you've got a lick and you're wanting to use it and you don't know a song that's got it in it, and then you'll run across something new and then you try it and it works. And then the other time is you learn a lick and you try to put it in as many places in songs you already know. So whatever you can do to fit that in. So that's some down the neck, rolling back up patterns you can put in instead of just straight rolling. So we did C, did a couple of Ds. I'll be thinking about it and see if there's anything else that I can think of that would be worth doing a video on that's not really familiar in that it's in a lot of other people's instructions that I've seen. And then I'll think about the next stuff, like the in the mood pattern you see all the time, but there's other patterns that you can use. So I know I've got one video I want to do on that shows you maybe 2 or 3 different ways you can roll on this G chord up here that sounds good and that's used all the time. All right, so that might be my next video. We'll see which way my brain tells me to go. All right, y'all take